Star Wars fans, if you listen to the podcast, then you know I've finally gotten back into the comic book universe. So with that being said, I'd like to feature any interesting new contributions to Canon that they produce in a series of new videos for the planned 2020 runs. I'm starting with the new Vader series, which launched yesterday with Darth Vader, Dark Heart of the Sith, Part 1. These won't necessarily be reviews, but vids that highlight cool additions to Star Wars canon, as well as any cool moments or Easter eggs. First and foremost, this book picks up right during Vader's iconic reveal to his son Luke, which we get to see from his perspective, while also getting insights into what he was feeling as he was chopping his son's hand off and taunting him with the truth about his parentage. You see, Vader was quite disappointed in how weak Luke was because he had feelings, which in turn sets him on the book's main plot, which is to discover more about those who could have made him weak while raising him. Early on, we also get some cool Easter eggs in the form of Mas Amedda appearing, so he's still in the mix during the events of ESB, and the fact that Vader uses Death Troopers as his minions on his mission. So that unit is also in play during the ESB timeline. There's also a modified U-Wing featured early on, but more on that later. One of Vader's first stops is Tatooine, to check in on the LARS homestead, as he believes Luke would have been raised there. These panels offered some great moments as Vader would get visions of his time on Tatooine and the trauma it caused him over his mother. We get to see very familiar locations like the shop. Luke's toy T-16 Skyhopper is featured, as well as the workbench Anakin was fiddling on when he revealed his murderous rage to Padme and clones. There's also the oil bathtub that 3PO used from A New Hope, not to mention Vader's droid mentioning events like the Sand People massacre, as Vader confirms that Luke living with people that loved him made him weak. Before he leaves Tatooine though, he checks out another iconic location from the prequels, and that is the grave of his mother Shmi, which he uncovers with a burst of Force rage. So yes, he still hates sand. I also just have to highlight an epic Vader action moment from this book, which takes place when some pirates try to ambush him. So he just simply rips their U-Wing out of the sky and slashes it in half. So vintage badass Vader comes out to play. As the issue ends, Vader heads to Padme's former residence on Coruscant, the one we saw in Revenge of the Sith, which was cool to see all locked up during the events of ESB. I'm assuming a vision happens or something, because we also get to see a Gungan rebel warrior get taken out by some aliens before Vader's thoughts are interrupted when someone who looks just like Padme confronts him in his wife's former apartment. I'll tell you what, if you love yourself some Darth Vader, this run in particular is looking like it's going to be amazing. Hopefully this type of content jives with you all, because I'd like to keep making them for the 2020 runs of Vader, Rise of Kylo, and the Star Wars proper run. So let me know what you think by leaving a comment below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subbing to our YouTube channel. We'd also love for you to join in with our weekly Star Wars podcast. So use the links in this video's description or head to StarWarsTime.net to subscribe to the platform of your choice. There's always time for Star Wars time. And remember, if you listen to the Star Wars Time show, the Force will be with you, always.